For years, football has dominated the western part of Africa, with this region producing dozens upon dozens of world football stars, as well as doing very well at the Africa Cup of Nations. However, the region is now looking into new frontiers in which to extend its domination of sports on this continent. We are talking about golf, with the launch of the West Africa Golf Tour out here in Nigeria at the prestigious IBB International Golf and Country Club in Abuja. This tour is the dream and vision of one man. Emeka Harris Okata may not have played golf for over 10 years, but in that duration, he's come up with an idea that could yet change the face of golf in this region.
What made me come up with the concept of West African Golf Tour is because when I started playing golf 7 years ago, I watch more golf on TV than I play. And I realized that every time I'm watching golf on TV, I hardly see black people play golf on TV. And I decided to start a tour that can give them opportunity to showcase their talent and being seen by other black Africans. I said, I want to do something for professionals that in 2-3 years to come, amateur players will have respect for them. I went to Malaysia and I saw professionals. I went for autograph because I believed they are good players, they are people you admire. But when you come back to Western, East and Central Africa, nobody values them. The West African Golf Tour for our plan and projection is going to be in a 6th tour in the world, after like Sunshine Tour, USPGA, European Tour, Asian Tour, Japanese Tour. We are starting with 12th tournament this year. This is the inaugural tournament. It is a big challenge in the sense that, just like I mentioned earlier, people don't look at golf as a game for everybody. But the West African Golf Tour Foundation has started a school academic program in schools. We have so many schools now we're teaching golf on an almost everyday basis. And this is how we believe we can create the awareness. The West African Golf Tour is going to create public golf courses, public ranges, not golf courses, public range, where people can go and practice and pay minimal amount of money. I believe that that's one of the easier ways to create golf awareness. There's a lack of golf awareness in West and East and Central African area. In South Africa, for instance, the city of Joburg only has over 70-something golf courses. Abuja is bigger than the city of Joburg. It has only one golf course. So awareness is key, and that is where we are driving into. We are going to create awareness for golf courses, create awareness to create golf ranges, and then the awareness will create participants, players, to get involved. And that's what we're working towards for.
Sports is a major foreign reserve earner. Sports promotes tourism. Sports contributes to national health development, makes the citizens to keep fit and healthy. Sports promote national integration. Therefore, if at this point under our watch we are beginning to have tournaments like this, it is evident that stability has returned, peace has also returned, and the security situation has improved. So it's a vote of confidence on the current administration.
I think it's very wonderful to me. It's quite a good experience that as a golfer I'm witnessing for the first time a West African tour in Nigeria. That also I had the opportunity to also take a tee off. It's something I will always cherish in my life. I've been into several sports, but when I came into golf, I realized that yes, that is the ultimate.
The ceremonial tee shots opened the gates to opportunity as the West Africa Golf Tour took center stage at a layout located on Asso Drive in Abuja. Established in 1991, The IBB International Golf and Country Club measures approximately 101 hectares and is regarded as one of the region's most prestigious recreational and tourist attractions. The course, a par 72, was designed and constructed by Julius Berger. He envisioned the gem of Abuja to provide a stern yet enjoyable test for those taking to its lush fairways. While there are several courses in Nigeria, this is the only one in the country's capital. It's a course comprising of 18 holes featuring 10 par 4s, 4 par 5s and 4 par 3s. Measuring 6,079 meters, it boasts the best in fauna and flora. Blustery conditions greeted over 70 golfers from 5 African countries who teed it up on the opening day of the IBB Abuja Inaugural International Tournament. Andrew Odo was expected to shine in his home event. Odo arrived from Johannesburg in South Africa a day earlier and managed to post an impressive 2 under par 70. His round included 5 birdies and only 3 drop shots. The 35-year-old was the only player in red on a challenging day. Following the first round, we caught up with the man in pole position.
It was a bit tricky. Earlier when we started, the wind was picking up a little bit, but for some reason, I don't know why it's blowing these days in Abuja, but it usually don't blow here. But it actually picked up a little bit and then just made the whole course play a bit different. So it was a bit tricky out there for sure. But I mean, like I said, I'm really happy to go on with 2 under par, 5 birdies, 3 drops, and it's good enough, no problem. What I'm doing now is just focusing on the progress. Want to really position my mind to working a lot harder, not to sit down and complain about the pots not going in and all of that, you know. So, but as it is, I'm just going to put in my whole best and hope that I get to the top on the end of the event. It's really a good thing that the tour is starting now. West African Golf Tour, they started on a really good note, that much I can tell you. And as it is at the moment, I think there's always room for improvement for everything. But for now, I think that they have really done a good job to start up a golf tour in West Africa. I mean, the whole of the region don't have any tour to play in over the years. We just manage only on the Nigerian tour. The Nigerian PGA used to have, we always have a small tour that we were playing in, but now the West African Golf Tour have come up really strong, and I think that there's always room for improvement. If all bodies could come together and then put heads together, we can take golf to the next level in West Africa. Quite a lot. Hopefully this is going to make younger ones feel attracted to the game, because it's always that feeling around this part of the world that says golf is only for the elites and only for the big people. But I think that if you look at it very closely, all the professionals who have actually played in this event, most of the professionals who have played in this event are actually not completely rich people, you know what I mean? So younger ones should actually look at it from that angle and say, look, I can also develop myself to become a golf professional and achieve something great. I mean, like now, obviously with the West African Golf Tour, it's really going to help younger ones to have something to put their eyes on. Because if they have something to focus on, then there's always a chance to graduate to the next level, which is playing on the European Sunshine and the USPGA as it goes on.
Ado fired a warning to the international field competing for a share of the $50,000 prize fee. He held a 2-shot lead at the end of day 1. Hot in pursuit was countryman Gift Willie and Ghana's Vincent Toga.
Wow, it was actually tough out there today, I must confess. Real tough. I struck the ball very well, and to green was good, but I had a couple of 3-putts. I had 3 3-putts in a round. Started very shaky, started with a double bogey on number 2 after hitting a very beautiful shot, and bogey 3-putted on number 3, 3-putt. Number 4, I was on the green for 2 3-putts. So I was 3 over after 4 holes. I was like, wow, what am I doing? I had to calm down and go through my routine and do what I can do best. And I had 3 birdies in a row. After then, went back to level par and had bogey on the 17, and then 18 I birdied. So I was level par after this 9. I said, okay, let's go give it a try on the back 9. And I was actually playing pretty okay until I was playing precision, tee to green, and on the last hole I bogeyed. So that was my 1 over for the day. Yeah, I've been playing Sunshine Tour for a while, like only God knows, like 9 years, and it's been a long time on the Sunshine. And I've had a lot of experience that side, and it's the first time we're actually doing this kind of tournament that we have DSTV trying to cover. Gone are the days when we have people like James Leby, Amos Kobla, and Bure Kagbo from Sierra Leone, and we have Peter Kakasiaka from Nigeria, we have Tony Diomo from Nigeria. A lot of good players from the West Coast. It's just that, like I said, there's no awareness for people to see that in the West Coast we have a lot of good players. And we actually thought that with this kind of tournament, the lighties that are coming up will just take the opportunity and just sharpen their game and get their game to the world standard.
Ghanaian Vincent Togo was also in striking distance after round 1, despite making the long journey from Accra.
The mistake was, traveling from Accra, Ghana to here is a bit hectic for me, but getting here, the Greens was playing very nice, and we didn't have enough time to practice because we can't complain. The tournament came late to the formation, got to our list, but here we are. We are happy. I just play my best and I'm happy with that. It means a lot to us because the young ones are looking at us, and some of us are trying to go to Europe and play. And this opportunity is going to help us to improve our game before we go anywhere in the world to compete with the guys there. So it's a great step for us to prepare ourselves for the next future. Like for sponsorship package is very poor because most of the pros are not having a sponsorship package for themselves. They finance themselves. For example, for me, I finance myself to be here, and you can believe what I'm going through. So I'm just going to take the opportunity to take the other corporate body to help the pros to at least lift their game. I sacrifice a lot, especially my time and my energy to be here, because the traveling from Accra to here is not an easy journey. Honestly, it's a lot of journey. It's 2 days journey to get here, and to get away all the way to Abuja, it's kind of tough. And being here this week also is going to be a tough week because the guys are exhausted, and believe me, they're going to play good golf because they've been waiting for this opportunity to come. And the sacrifice is tough because I'm not the only one who's going to go through the toughness, but the guys also have their story to tell. But my story is a bit simple because I work for it. I duly determined to come here. So whatever I put in, I'm going to get it out.
There was more to the opening round of the West Africa Golf Tour than just the competition, with proceeds from the first tournament going to the Zion Orphanage charity. Now, this is a charity that works very hard to try and help the disadvantaged children in the community.
What actually pushed me and my husband for setting up an orphanage is because right from when we were growing up, we've seen people suffer, we've seen people go through a lot. And I am this kind of person that have passion for others. So I felt that the best thing I can do to touch life is to set up an orphanage, to do the real orphanage home, different from what other people are doing. The orphanage started, that was last year, February. And the whole thing came into action after I shot a movie I called Revelation. So Revelation is actually a story that talks about the orphanage. A family, beautiful family, rich, wealthy, but there was no baby. The wife thought of adopting. The husband said, no, you can't bring in an outsider because you don't know the blood that runs in the person you are bringing to the house. So after the husband refusal, the wife now thought that the best thing she can do to just make herself a mother was to go out and get a man, pregnant her and all that. And after that, it brought a lot of trouble, sorrows in the house, and the marriage went through a lot. So I was like telling the public, instead of people going out there, because just about the whole thing, that no matter how you love your husband or how you love your wife, you can't stand that person going out there to meet a man or a woman to satisfy the needs of the marriage. So I started thinking that the best thing people can do, and also talking to those who are passing through this situation, is to go and adopt. It doesn't matter where the baby is coming from. It doesn't matter what where the parents or the father is coming from. The best thing that can happen to a child is to have a better upbringing, and that child becomes actually what you put into that person. I think the story of this orphanage is actually everywhere. At times you go to people like, this is the owner of the Esther City orphanage. At times I will go out to buy things for these children. When they hear it's an orphanage, say, no, don't pay, just take it free of charge. I want to do my own contribution. When you go out there, maybe on airline or anywhere, once people know that you have enough, everybody wants to associate with you. So it's actually a blessing. At times we don't even really spend much. People do most of this funding for the orphanage.
After the break, we shall focus on what happened on day 2 of the tournament, as well as meeting up with Nigeria's topmost golfer, Andrew Odo.
Ado fired a warning to the international field competing for a share of the $50,000 prize fee. He held a 2-shot lead at the end of day 1. Hot in pursuit was countryman Gift Willie and Ghana's Vincent Toga. With first round nerves out the way, day 2 of the IBB Abuja Inaugural International Tournament, the maiden event of the West Africa Golf Tour, provided the leading names with a chance to distance themselves from the chasing pack, who were jostling for position with the cut in mind. Conditions at IBB International Golf and Country Club were more humid as the winds died down. Still, difficult pin positions made for a challenging setup in Abuja. Local favourite Andrew Ado was looking to strengthen his stranglehold on the event, having opened up with a 70 for a 2-stroke lead. However, the Nigerian struggled for rhythm and relinquished his advantage atop the leaderboard. Compatriot Gift Willie remained in the hunt despite the flat stick going cold. Vincent Toga enjoyed another solid day. Accuracy from tee to green resulted in 5 birdies on his way to a 3-under par 69. At the halfway mark, Vincent Toga was in the ascendancy, having replaced Ado at the summit. The Ghanaian was in front by 2 heading into the weekend.
There's truly nothing to change. I just go back to the range and just go feel my ball striking again. Just make sure I'm hitting it good again. That's all I need to do. It's not obviously not technique. Probably a thing of the mind, I don't know. But I think the range will definitely solve the problem. Just go there, hit a few balls, and then get the feeling back again. It's just about getting the feeling back. I think it's there, but just getting the feeling back is all I need to do. Like I said, it's a bit of a mixed feeling out there today. It's obviously I was holding on all through today. I wasn't striking the ball anywhere close to being good. So it's just about holding on. And I didn't hit enough greens, I didn't hit enough fairways, so I didn't make putts. So I truly can't blame it on anything. It's just that I didn't play well. So obviously it's back to the range. I'm going to the range after now. Just go hit a few balls and try to get the feelings back again. And I think it's in there. I don't need to change anything. Just go there and feel better on the range, and then I'll put it on the course tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely. I can't really tell what happened. I guess I was striking the balls very well from the tee box, and I guess I was missing all the greens. I missed a lot of greens, and my putter, like I said, was very cold today. So if you can putt, then that means you can make money. So I think my cold, that was my reason.